Welcome back guys to a brand new video, and this is the video that I promised to so many of you that I was going to do, and this is the comparison video of before Unreal Engine 5.5 and comparing it to after Unreal Engine 5.5. So as we are currently sitting here, it is in the UK 7:30 PM, so we've got a long way to go. We've loaded up ARK. My PC specs, this is an RTX 580, 64 gigabytes of RAM. What else have we got on there? I'll have to put like a full list in the description down below. But it's a brand new PC, and it's ready to take on whatever it needs to take on. And you should be able to see above. It's got like the over here on the screen, we've got like our FPS counter, so you'll be able to see that on the screen, because I know a lot of you guys mentioned you wanted that. So pretty much we're just going to do everything we normally do in ARK and compare it to what it's like normally. So like, I've had the game loaded up for a little while, so, you know, it tends to perform better when it's already been loaded up a bit, but this is what it's like going into like a join game. So, you know, takes a little while, doesn't it? It's always sort of done that in the world of ARK, and as you can see, there we go, it's loaded up. And if I go onto here to type in something, there you go, there's the LoadedCrysis cluster. Currently, like, these are some brave people that are online at the moment while we wait for the engine upgrade, doing some final bits in preparation, but most people said they're staying way away from this at the moment with what's going on. So come and join us on the LoadedCrysis cluster, by the way. So that is the servers and what's going on with there. Now, instead of doing that, we need to go back and we need to go to create game. Let's do the mod list first, because we'll go into a game afterwards. So mod list. So this is, again, always very slow, but that wasn't too bad, I guess. It's when you go into browse mods. It can come down to your own internet too. So yeah, pretty standard, the way it always sort of is in the world of ARK. And then if we go back and then we go to create game, and we're just going to do the island. So what we're going to do is, I don't really care about any of my single player saves, because I literally don't even play single player, I only play online. So we are going to load in to the game and we will test what it's going to be like. Okay, completely brand new island. It's going to be the same for basically every... I should test every map, shouldn't I? That's the important thing about this video. So, single player. Now, whenever you start up a new game in the world of ARK, it does tend to take a while. So, this is on, as I said, a 580, RTX 580. So, the frame rate at the moment. So, we're getting... Nothing's maxed out. We're getting... well, what I mean is nothing's capped. That's what I meant to say. So we're getting 60 as we spawned in, and we're going to just go for Dom, create character, and we're going to test a few things on the island. It tends to be when you first spawn in, yeah. We're getting 20, 30... Okay, really poor FPS as we first spawned in into a brand new island. So this is going to be one of the biggest things. You can remember, you can see it up here on the screen. So we're currently getting 20 FPS. 20. Nah. Oh, ouch. Yeah, that's not normal. This is on a 580. Ow. It's never been this bad before. Is it just because it's a brand new world? 20? Why are we... nothing's limited. Like, if I go over to settings and I go to graphics, everything's on epic, everything's maxed out. We go to video and nothing is max. So, you know, it's not stopping it from doing anything. But for some reason, after loading up the game for the first time and deleting all my saves, we're literally getting 20. Which is, by the way, that isn't normal. That's so strange that that's happened, like, you know, at the start of this video. But we're going to go into GCM, which is creative mode, and we're going to fly in. And look, we can fly about okay and stuff. Like, you know, we're not getting that. But look, we're literally getting like 15 FPS as we're flying around. This is crazy. Is there been some sort of server-side patch? I've always been normally getting on max settings. I have been getting at least 30 or 40. We actually are going up into, like, as we're running along into the... We sort of started to go up to more like 24, 25 there. But this is the worst I've seen it. So this is seriously going to need some TLC. This is going to make it... This is going to be, I think, one of the most interesting videos we've done, because I was jumping in expecting to get at least 35 or 40. Like, it's not been this low before. And, you know, running through... We're getting 16 now. Ow, look at that. Seriously poor today. And, like, as I said, I'll put my full PC specs in the description. Getting 20, it's dropping so fast and so rapidly. It's so strange. But anyway, I think what we'll do is we will jump into a new map and see if that's any better. When we went into that bush there, look, in this bush we get 27. That's been the best. As soon, it looks really choppy today. No idea why. Okay, I thought you guys would have wanted to see me actually leave the game to see what happens if I exit to the main menu. Right, okay, so, obviously, first crash of the video, not really gone very well. By the looks of things, we've kept some form of save, so now we're going to jump into... We're going to do it quite quickly, because, obviously, I know you guys are going to want to see... well, for all you proper nerds out there, I know you'd want to see it, like, map by map by map, and we will do that, but we'll do it, like, a bit faster, because I know you want to get to Unreal Engine. So let's dive into single player for Scorched Earth and see what our frames are looking like. Now, I'll have to turn the frame counter back on, because that's obviously done its classic because we crashed. So we are so we're in now, should be able to, it's stat FPS, isn't it? Stat FPS? Oh no, is it FPS? There we go, stat is the one up here. And this is another issue, right? Another issue in the world of ARK is, like, so when sometimes the menus get stuck like that, and I can't actually type anything in. So does it let me paste? Let's just get into the game and we'll do it from there. So there's some more issues that I just hope that they fix within this Unreal Engine upgrade. So in we come. Okay. Oh, so I know you guys are gonna be frustrated. This can't be normal, can it? This is seriously not normal. Like, okay, so let's try this again and see if we can get the FPS. Yeah, we can go up now. Stat FPS. Okay, so we're getting 28, 25, 26, 27. So Scorched is looking a lot better. We're actually getting 30, 35, 36. So Scorched is definitely, after we crashed, we seem to be having a little bit more of a nicer time. So you're going to get about 30 on Scorched, which is you know, an important thing. And when you're getting chased by raptors and you're not in creative mode, let's see if we can. No, we're being jumped on. No. And when you die, we went up to 36. So as you can see there, let's hope we can get this rest of this video done before without another crash. Let's jump into the next map now. Okay, I really want to make sure that, you know, I don't want to just jump into the map. I want to make sure you guys get to see the full experience. So I've come to a little bit of a realization that I've got a few mods obviously installed. So I'm going to try and, like, deactivate the mods before we get into the next part of the video. And see if... So if we go to create game, we go to mod settings... If I deactivate all my mods and see if that improves the crashing, because I've probably got some weird, like, what even, like, obviously Tech Drill is a great mod, but if I'd now then go and jump into an Aberration, make sure there's no mods, let's hope that might improve it, because obviously mods might be broken at the moment as we're preparing for the update. So into Aberration we go, and this is going to be very interesting. So we're getting 60, as we always do, as we spawn in here. Create, we'll just spawn at the portal. There we go. Okay, so we're currently on 2, and really, really rough spawning in period. That's one of the things, and we've literally spawned on 2 raptors. Okay, let's put us in creative mode so we don't have to die straight away. So, yeah, bad performance as we're spawning in. But we are getting 28 to 35. And do you know what's weird, though? I have actually had a lot better FPS than this, like, not long ago. Like, it feels to me as, you know, it does feel to me as, like, today seems like a bad day more than any. Like, and obviously, this is the first time loading into the map, but that's the experience I wanted to show, that when you do wipe and have a completely brand new world, you're going to have some issues right at the start, aren't you, before you actually load up. And it's also like I've definitely put on all the higher settings, so I'm not sure why it is not looking as nice to me today. But yeah, this is all I can do is just show my main experience, and this is currently what I'm having happen to me, which is not normal. But look, as we're coming into here, as we're going in there, you know, you're dropping down to like 15 at points. And to be honest, on the highest settings, without having like anything else checked, you can get better FPS by changing certain settings. But this is just if I'm a standard person, comes onto the game, wants to play on max settings. I am recording as well, which plays a part. But you know, the only real upgrade on my PC to get is if I got a 590 RTX and maybe 128 gigs of RAM. And, you know, there's very minimal more upgrades that this would need. Like, come on, it's to run a game. Right, so we're going to go into... Okay, so there was one setting I changed before, and it was that I took it myself out of... I went into windowed full screen, and now I'm just going to go back into full screen and see if that makes any difference whatsoever. But anyway, so we're now going to go into Extinction... and then we'll finish off with the Astraeos map and the center, as Astraeos is also getting an update. Let's hope we can actually quit this one without crashing. By the way, this is so unusual. This I know that we're gonna have laughs because this is ARK, but that doesn't normally happen. So I have no clue what's going on. Oh, the King Titans started prowling the wastelands already. So now we need our... Again, I can't use my FPS, which is just so infuriating. But then I'll just go DOM, we'll spawn in. This is... Can I use it now? Stat. So if I go... I just don't think I can go up. Yeah, you can never go up at this bit. So what actually is it? Just stat FPS and see if I can paste it here. FPS. Okay, that works. Okay, look, so look, 100, 170, whatever. This bit's all fine. We click spawn. Here we go. So we always start at 2. I'm just got my eyes on it. 2, 5. Oh, this is really bad. Okay, we're coming back alive a bit. 24, 20. Yeah, again, this Extinction seems rough. It really does. Yeah, what is going on? Again, there's no point. How can I change this to the point of like, because this has not been the way it's been, and I'm making it out like it's a lot worse than it actually is. And I know people are probably going to be like, Dom, stop giving wildcards so much love, because it's generally not normally this bad. It's today, of all days, that either OBS or ARK is playing up. And I'm not blaming it on OBS, because I've recorded on other games too, and it's not OBS. And we're actually out here, we're actually getting 35, which has been like the most we've had. This out here, in the city, it seems rough, but out here it's not too bad. But yeah, what can I say really, onwards from just, it's not been a great experience today. We are flying around and things like that, and if you are just going to come on, play legit, you don't need OBS installed, you'll be fine. It's making me cough, it's making me unwell. But yeah, you know, Extinction, once you're out of the city, not too bad, to be honest. I am being very kind. I am being very kind. Because look, I thought we went there. 36, 30. Yeah, the best we've seen so far today on a 580 is 36 FPS today, and I have, as I said, I've had 50, but you know, I just had 41. Look, 41 here. We're getting a bit better here, but it just fluctuates so much. On to the next one. So I thought we hadn't crashed, but I think we've gone. This time round, I don't even get the warning. Like this time, the game's refusing to work with OBS today. It's just refusing to do anything. It must be something linked to what they're doing in the background. I can't. This is weird. So yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's not for me being a very nice experience right now, being an ARK creator, because I'm having to restart the game every single time. If you're a creator and you want to like back off of a map to go onto another map or something, and you want to record, you're screwed, because you have, like, you know, I'm having to literally restart the game. If you're just coming on to play, it's fine. And I'm sure that you would have a bit of better experience. But I guess if you're coming, I've just the performance has been just so bad in game. It's single player as well. Like, I did a video, like, you could even, if you want proof, I literally did a video, like, what, a couple of months ago when I first got this PC, and it wasn't this bad. Okay, this is better. This is Astraeos. Well, Astraeos has been green pretty much the whole time. It's getting a few flickers, but we're in. Okay. Astraeos is like, I'm not even giving it like a complete thumbs up, but we're in the green most of the time. So it is clearly down to the optimizations of the map, because I'm having an enjoyable experience on this map. Like in the sense of the movement compared to the other ones, that is absolutely game changing. Look at it. I can't believe this. This is why this is the map that I played the most, because my head was probably telling me, oh wow, I'm actually getting smoother experience. We're even getting 40 at some points. Like, we're flickering closer to 40. We're at 36. Nah, this is crazy. This video, I feel like this video deserves 1 million views. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, well, actually, imagine if then we get worse performance afterwards. That would be so embarrassing for a wild card. Like, but anyway, Astraeos, we're getting between, let's be kind and say 30 to 37 FPS. It does flicker, but on to our final map now. Will we crash? Yeah. I don't know why I said, I don't know why I asked. We've crashed again. Okay, final time, and then I am not loading up ARK until the update, because I'm sorry, but I can't play the game when it's like that. I don't even get that really on my servers, let alone, this is single player. Like, it should be better than my servers. It's so weird. But anyway, we're going to finish off with the center. The center, I don't think, is anywhere near as optimized as Astraeos, so this is going to be interesting. And then after that, the game can crash and do what it wants. Okay. This part's always fine. The menus are always good. Very, 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 you know, responsive. Getting 60 FPS. And then we spawn. Alright. Okay. Interesting. Oh, 40. 42. What else? Is it going to be 33? Okay, this is also showing more positive signs. It's not as good as Astraeos, but it's like just underneath Astraeos. So from what we've had on a new map, we've had better experience on Astraeos and the center than we have done on the other maps. And do you know what? When I do think about the LoadedCrysis cluster, and I think about what my players have the better experience on, we get more players on Astraeos and the center compared to some of the other maps. And the island tends to be quite popular, but the island was really bad today. So we're getting, what, 25 to 30, you know, in the regions of 25 to 35. So yeah, not really the best experience. And again, I'll go through my settings before we end off this part of the video, and you know, everything's maxed out that I possibly can. I mean, I can change some things to make it better, but that's not the point of the video. The point of the video is to show you guys what it's like on max settings while recording. So, we need this is gonna be in this. What the reason I said if this video deserves 1 million views is if it actually is a massive increase. This could, you know, this could literally be one of the biggest changes. But at the end of the day, I'm not gonna get too excited. It's ARK, and we're used to issues. But you know, if you currently for me, if I were to choose a map to play today, I'd be choosing Astraeos. So that's it, really. I'm going to end this part here because there's nothing really else to show you. I know, obviously, loading into an official server I could show you, but, you know, I'm sure... Should I show you loading into... I feel bad leaving things out. It's just that I'm going to crash again. All right, you know what? Let's just crash again. Who cares? I'll be back. Okay, so funny enough, when I stopped recording, I didn't crash. So it's clearly just the issue with OBS and ARK. And by the way, if you ask any content creator, ARK has a serious issue recording with any recording softwares, like especially OBS, like, you know, and that's not OBS, that's ARK. I've done it many times where, you know, I've played so many other games, recorded so many other games, and it's the smoothest experience. So we'll go to join game, and we will join onto an official server. I would join onto the LoadedCrysis cluster, but I want to show you guys. Look at, no one's on the official servers right now because they're all, everyone knows. Wait, it's because, are we on just Bob's Tall Tales? Oh no, on Club ARK. Yeah, I mean, they are quiet though. They are really quiet, and I'm guessing the reason why they're really quiet is because everyone is waiting for... Okay, these ones are still fairly busy. What have we got? The island. Okay, these ones are still fairly busy. I think, do you know what? We'll push the boundary, and we'll go for like one of the most popular servers. EU PvP join. Okay. Oh, wait, does this have mods? Yeah, no, we don't want to play on a modded one. We just want to play on a non-modded one. This one, right? Small tribes. This is the one, right? A PvE island map. Let's do it. This is the perfect one, right? So this is what it's like spawning in on an official server before Unreal Engine 5.5. This will, the ping says 220. This will concede our final experiment before we get into the update. And right now, this is absolutely atrocious because I literally can't even get in, and it seems to have frozen. Have we crashed? That's the question. Maybe I'll just like maybe ARK, I'll just go on my phone or something. Right, I'll be back in a second. I think the whole game's crashed. Now, quickly, before this comparison video does start, I just thought I'd let you guys know that this is mainly going to be focusing on the island today, because there's in the new update for Unreal Engine 5.5, you have to reinstall the DLCs. So we're going to do a part 2 video, if I can try and not hit my mic. We're going to do a part 2 video where we dive in to the other maps, and you're going to see snippets of the old ones, but we're mainly focusing on the comparison of the island today, so enjoy the video. Okay, welcome to part 2, everyone. This is us in Unreal Engine 5.5, and what I want to let you guys know is there's going to be an actual part 2 of this video. We're only going to be on the island today because we've still got to install the base map, so I'm going to do a part 2 of the comparison. So we're going to be using the island and comparing it to the other island that we were experiencing earlier on. So I'm going to probably shrink this video down to just the island, and then I have footage also of the other maps. I doubt I'm going to put them in because there's no point. It's more just like island versus island, and then we'll get those other DLCs installed. But first things first, what I noticed is the menus are very smooth. You know, I've been getting into, you know, the what's it called, I've been getting into like the servers pretty quickly. I mean, still pretty much everyone is like just not on servers because mods are broken at the moment. So until I obviously let you guys know, if you're watching this in the future, mods should be okay by then, but CurseForge is currently down, so even if I click on it, it won't do anything. But the menus have been very sweet. As you can see now, you have to download every single DLC, so it's like an optional thing now. But we're going to load into the island. What I'm going to do is I'm going to wipe all the single player saves, And like we did the first time with the island, we're going to compare what it's like, apparently faster loading times on my 580. Let's dive straight in with things and see how it goes. Okay, that was fast. I have to give it to Studio Wildcard. That was fast. In these menus, we're getting 60. But then if we go DOM and we go create, and we'll just spawn in South Zone 1. Completely brand new from the beginning. This bit's always really rough. Okay, we're in. Now, ARK doesn't work very well with OBS, by the way. So, it's interesting to see what we're going to get around this area. We're getting 30 still. I mean, it's better. It's better. It's not what I was expecting. Let's quickly jump into GCM. Oh, okay, that was a bit framey. But we're getting like 30. We're getting in the greens, which is the most important thing, because I have noticed that on a brand new fresh start, I am able to run around a lot easier. This is on max settings, by the way. So I have noticed that that issue is, we are sort of bordering 40. So it is definitely better in that sense of things. And the movement into the water, that is better. So that's a very important thing to see. Okay, so the water's looking good, and I have to say, it's definitely looking quite a beautiful on the island today. I definitely feel like there's still forms of frame drop, and we're going to test walking into, like, forests, because that tends to be what was the issue with the old version. So let's just, have we landed in, like, the worst spot ever? We have, haven't we? Let's just try going into this forest and running in. Okay. This isn't bad. This isn't bad. I mean, I know I'm probably giving it more credit than it deserves, because we want to be hitting 60, don't we? But we're not hitting 60, which is a shame. But I still feel like you could potentially hit it. I don't know. I don't know if it's just an OBS thing, but running through the forest, this is probably the smoothest I've felt ARK. So at least that shows that, you know, the game is, but it's still dropping into like the high 20s, which is a shame to see. We're going to drop down. We want to like do fast movements to see if the game, so the game is holding up well. When we're flying, it is holding up the FPS, which is really important. Who remembers in the OG days of ARK where you would go to the volcano and it would just be the most laggiest thing in the world? Okay, just to confirm, ARK is still struggling with OBS. It's a shame for content creators. This is something I really want Wildcard to work on. Now the engine's up, it's important that, because it's as soon as we entered the swamp biome, the frames did go a little bit sort of worse. But, I mean, look at this. This is cool, right? This is good. 30, 37. So, there is an improvement. We're going to go to the volcano now and experience what that's like over there. Let's have a look. So there's the volcano. We are flying through the map pretty fine, to be honest, without any like major crashes. Right. So we're throwing ourselves right into the deep end, right into the forest. Oh, we're holding 33 here. I mean, it still needs to be better, doesn't it? Like, it still needs to be. I mean, we get 40. 45, 50, 50. We've hit 50. Now that is something I didn't think I was going to see today, as soon as we got to the mountain as well. So that's pretty good. I did not expect that. So if we fly up, this used to be, oh, are we at the wrong one? No, this is the right one, isn't it? The frames are dropping, 25, 26, 27. Are we able to get in? Yeah. We're able to get in. It seems alright. Oh, we're actually getting 50 here. Wow. Okay. So there is definitely a clear improvement. And yeah, it's going to be... Yeah, look at this. Up here, it's not bad at all. This used to have some severe issues back in the day. So I can't complain. But I'm going to give my final verdict at the end of the video to give you my first initial thoughts on the game. Obviously, you know, the beauty of the map stays strong and also looks very cool, but I have noticed that, okay, well, that's fine if we're dropping down, but, you know, this is better. I don't know how many times I've probably said this, but you're still going to experience frame rate. And that's something that Studio Wildcard need to work on as time goes on. But at least I've seen an improvement, and that's all that matters to me. I said I didn't want to just load up the game. Does it feel like completely different? No. But at the end of the day, the loading time was a lot faster. The menus are much smoother. And in-game, you will get better FPS than you've had. So we can't complain. I'm going to wait and see what, as well, some other YouTubers' comparison videos are and see what they think. And then in part 2, we're going to test out the difference between Scorched, Astraeos, and all that kind of stuff. I may even leave in a few clips of the first version, just like some short snippets, but I'll explain that at the start of the video. But this is us running through the world of ARK at definitely a much nicer feeling. Anyway, I'll catch you guys in my final thoughts. Oh, I nearly forgot a really key ingredient to this video. Testing out the settings. Can I change a setting and then it not making me crash? So let's say we want to change it from full screen to windowed. Save. Can we still do things? Can we still type commands? Yeah, we can. Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay, that's positive. So we're not crashing when we're changing settings, which is what I love. So as a final summary of just playing the island so far on Unreal Engine 5.5, you know, some of the key factors is, you know, straight off, the frame rate does still drop, and you know, it's a fresh map, and that side of ARK is still the same. It's always been like that. Have I noticed a big increase? I have. I'm going to be honest with you guys, especially with recording with OBS. It's very different when you're a content creator and you're using it because it takes up so much GPU, but no matter what powerful, you know, CPU, I mean to say, no matter how powerful a PC is, it still has issues with OBS. So that comes on to another point where that still needs to be fixed, and I need to say that to Wildcard, but I get not all of you are content creators, so you don't really care in that side of things. But yeah, in game, I've seen a big boost, and you know, I'm hitting 50, which is great, but it's not consistent. That's the one thing so far that I noticed. It's not consistent, but it's better. It's smoother, it looks nicer, and I hope they carry on just continually making progress onwards. It's not going to be perfect straight away, but what I said at the start of this video, I think, because it was a little while ago that I recorded it, I just said I want to see improvements. So make sure to drop a like, and I will cover part 2 of loading into Scorched, Astraeos, all of that stuff, so you guys can get an idea of what it's like. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, you nerds of, you know, you who love, you know, checking performance and stuff. Everyone, those type of nerds, you know, I'm not that, but you type of nerds were the ones who taught me, like, to get, and I love doing these kind of videos now, so you've made me a nerd. But anyway, much love to you all, and I'll catch you in my next video.